issues, but when it comes to state assembly elections, it's largely local and regional issues which prevail. And you know certainly that, for example, if you take your own letter which you wrote to the Prime Minister regarding the FDI issue, that was certainly a setback. Perhaps if you look at the the kind of politics which prevail in Uttar Pradesh, perhaps the Congress has failed to add new castes, the castes which it lost, predominantly the Dalits, and you have been trying to get the Muslims back by announcing this Muslim quota. Do you think that you have added enough castes to perhaps do well enough in Uttar Pradesh to even be a kingmaker? I think the audio too
we have some audio
is
problems
still not
again.
working out. We have Siddharth Nath Singh of BJP with us. Siddharth has been working in Uttar Pradesh for almost 6 months now. Siddharth was one of the main forces in carrying out 2 yatras in Uttar Pradesh. Siddharth, like the Congress perhaps, you as a national party are also have been reduced to largely a side story. Side story primarily because of the fact that the contest visibly and very clearly is between 2 chief ministerial candidates. You don't even have a chief minister.
Well, Rahul, I may agree to you when you say projecting the chief ministers, but it's not necessarily for any political party when you enter into an elections that your strategy is only limited to just projecting a chief minister. Having said that, I think this primarily the UP election has 2 major factors, and around that 2 major factors things will revolve. One is the anti-incumbency, and the second is unfortunate, but it still remains the caste-ridden Uttar Pradesh electorate. Now when I say anti-incumbency, there are 2 types of anti-incumbency, which is one is very strong, which is the state anti-incumbency against Mayawati, and the second, which is certainly playing a factor in UP, then rather than other 4 states which are going, is the central anti-incumbency against the Congress. And in these 2 anti-incumbency, if there is something which is common in UP, is corruption. And that is where the Mayawati and the Congress, irrespective of whatever they may be saying, they stand to lose. And when I come on to the caste-ridden electoral factors, there is, each political party has a block to themselves, and unfortunately, all the political parties minus Congress, because they don't have a block, is looking for another block. And that is where BJP is standing out, because there is some track record of BJP which is vis-a-vis, which was not existing with other political parties who have reigned after BJP, and also the central factor of what we gave the governance under NDA. And combined with all this corruption, we are in a position to drag another block to ourselves, which should add to our strength in UP, apart from our organizational strength which we do have with the cadres, unlike Congress.
Siddharth, if you're talking about anti-incumbency and the corruption factor in a state like Uttar Pradesh, then we have to talk about anti-incumbency in 2 states where either BJP rules directly or indirectly in Punjab, say in Uttarakhand. Yeah. Don't you think that will work against you?
No, Rahul, I take your point. Anti-incumbencies will always play a factor in any state elections or in the central elections.